Oh, I'm glad to see some of the fruits are ripening. Not fully ripe, but they'll ripen in the house. It's midsummer, it's the summer solstice. It's hard to believe because our weather this year is very disappointing. It's not really warm at all, and there's a lot of rain promised that's coming to us. So I'm making the most of today. I'm harvesting some fruits and flowers, and I'm going to celebrate the summer solstice anyway. The summer solstice is one of the 8 festivals on the Celtic wheel of the year, and it's celebrating abundance and sunshine and illumination. And I like to ascribe a goddess to each of the festivals. And for me, for the summer solstice, it has to be Áine. She is a goddess of midsummer, and she's responsible for the abundance and the beauty that we have at this time of year. Wow, it's so overgrown. Hello everyone. I've just been to collect the lettuce for our dinner to make a lovely big salad, and I spotted a few bits and pieces en route, and I thought I'll come down here and have a look at what is going on, because it's a while since I was here and it's too wild. So I'm going to just have a little snip away at a couple of these branches that are making it nearly impossible to get down the path here. So this little area is our midsummer area, really, because it's dedicated to Áine, who is the goddess of midsummer and summer solstice. And it's a very beautiful place because it's running riot with roses and fragrant honeysuckle, and they have gone a bit overboard. I've also got mugwort here, which is another herb very much associated with the goddess. So it's a lovely place. It's getting too overgrown though, and I really need to sort it out. So I'm just snipping away at the moment. I'm not really planning on anything. I'm just pottering because I'm a bit tired. I've been working really hard to finish my herbal medicine course, and I'm at the last final hurdle, and then it's all complete. And I'm also busy working on a new website, which will be much more user-friendly and much more up-to-date. So it's a kind of funny in-between time. Some things are coming to an end and some things are just about to begin. So I'm just pottering and tidying up this area so that we can get down here occasionally, because it's a lovely place. It's out of the wind. I've been so busy with other projects that the garden is a bit neglected this year. So come July, I'm just going to be out here every day, and it'll take about a day to get this place tidied up, a dedicated day to turn it back into its beautiful original self. So there's grass to take out. There's this, it hurts to cut back honeysuckle and roses, but we'll never get in here if I don't do it. So I suppose it's part of this feeling of old things coming to an end and new things beginning, that this will be a new beginning for this area. And I'm going to take a couple of roses to put in the house when I find one that's all in bloom. I've been collecting other roses as well to make some cosmetics with, but these are going in a vase in the house. It's lovely. I don't like picking flowers usually because I always feel, they deserve to have their life outside. But when there's so many, it's also lovely to just bring a few into the house and enjoy them in the house as well. I've got some other bits and pieces in here. I've got some yarrow, I've got some lavender, I was just on the way to the polytunnel to get the lettuce when I spotted those other few things ready for harvest as well. So talking to friends in England, they have the same problem with their garden. The weather is just causing everything to run riot. And I was thinking to myself today that islands, if you wanted to come to Ireland, you should come between May and August, because that is when it is at its most absolutely beautiful. All the roadways are bordered with flowers of different kinds, and it is, in some places here, it looks as if we've got snow because there are so many oxeye daisies everywhere. And when they give way, when they finish, they give way to the Monbretia, so it's like an orange stretch all along the roads. It's just so beautiful here in the west. So I'm going to have to prune this lovely, healthy, beautiful alder tree back a little bit, take off some of these branches because they're overshadowing the azalea, and they're just making the place a bit hemmed in and dark. So that'll bring a bit more light in, and it won't harm the tree either, because I've done this with other alders and they just keep sprouting. This is my altar to Áine. She is the goddess of midsummer, and I thought I might tell you her story because it can be quite empowering for some women to hear. Her name means brightness or splendour, and she represents the sun and the moon. Her father, I don't know his name, but he was a foster son of Manannan Mac Lir, who is like a primeval god. He's even pre-Tuatha Danann. He's a god of the sea. So Áine is reputed to be a queen of the fairies. She's a goddess. She's associated with fertility and agriculture, sovereignty and love, and she's often pictured with a red mare. And of course she's associated with meadowsweet, because that is a beautiful bloom at the time of the summer solstice, which is Áine's time. Áine is important because she's associated with prosperity and abundance, and she would have been called on to ensure fertility of the fields and of the livestock. And she teaches us, well, she teaches women how to deal with men using ingenuity and courage and grace, because she was a very happy goddess who liked to share her favours with humans. So one king raped her, and she retaliated by biting off his ear, which meant because he had become disfigured, he could no longer hold his kingship. And this story also informs us about the battle between the old religion, which was earthbound and goddess oriented, and the coming of the sky god and patriarchy. But in another story, she's chased by a man who's trying to force her to be his wife, whatever that means. And because he can't catch her, he sets his dogs on her, and she runs into a field of meadowsweet to hide. And if you know meadowsweet, you know it has a beautiful aromatic fragrance, and this smell confused the dogs, and so they carried on, and she was saved. And that's why the meadowsweet is associated with Áine. So as a fairy goddess, by fairy I don't mean one of these little Victorian flitty things like the flower fairies. I mean a goddess really, and the she in Ireland, the fairies are the ancestors. So she is one of our ancestors, and she would have been a shapeshifter and sometimes changes into the red mare that she's associated with. She's very popular with the ordinary people because of her generosity at this time of year with fertility and fecundity, and she teaches people about love, because not just the physical love that she enjoyed with human men, but also about sacred and spiritual love and being in union with the divine feminine. So she can remind us to be courageous, to have faith, and to just stay in the light, whether it's the light of the moon or the light of the sun, but to stay in the light and try to manifest joy and joy in life as well. So that is Áine, and that's why I have her here in this garden, because it is a beautiful place to be in the summer when we want to eat outside and stay out of the wind. So I thought it was nice for her to be here. There's just too much work for this evening and the midges are out, so I'm going to leave this until I have the free time again to come back, and it'll be such a pleasure to do a really good day's work in here and get that sense of fulfillment. So I'll let you know when the new website launches, and I hope you'll take a look at it. So let me know what you think. And of course the herb course will be all finished, and it'll be such a relief to be able to send it out in one lump instead of module by module, which is what I've been doing up to now. So things are looking bright, and it feels like there's a fresh start imminent with all the other projects that I've had to shelve until now. So I think the summer solstice has done me good. It's rejuvenated me, and I'm looking forward to all the new work. So I better take this lettuce in and get it washed ready for dinner, and I'll see you next week. I hope you enjoyed today's film. If you did, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And have a look at the website danusirishherbgarden.com for more information about us and about the herbal medicine courses I offer and the Wise Woman Way training. And if you go to the shop, you can find the books, the weed handbooks and other herbal goodies. And remember, we put a new film out every Sunday. So looking forward to seeing you next week.